Today is August 6th, 2026, and this is our news brief on tech and business. Google DeepMind hands daily control to Koray Kavukcuoglu as Demis Hassabis moves to chairman. Sorry, butcher your names. I'm terrible with names. Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai confirmed that the change on August 5th, making Kavukcuoglu DeepMind's chief technology officer, the senior vice president overseeing daily Gemini development and reporting directly to Pichai rather than holding a standalone CEO title. Hassabis will step back from day-to-day management to chair Google DeepMind and serve as Alphabet's chief scientist, telling staff that he believes AGI is close and getting the next steps right matters for everyone. The reshuffle also included the departure of longtime AI researcher Jeff Dean, adding to turnover at the top of Google's AI organization this week. So a bit more context, the move puts Google's AI leadership fully under Pichai's direct chain of command at the moment, when Anthropic and AI are both racing to ship faster, cheaper frontier models. Hassabis will keep leading Isomorphic Labs, the AI drug discovery spinout tied to his Nobel Prize winning AlphaFold work, separate from the daily Gemini operations he is handing off. So a bit more implications here. Operators evaluating Gemini for their stack should expect a roadmap and support decisions to now run through Kavukcuoglu teams rather than Hassabis, a change in who to watch for signals on product direction. A reshuffle at this level, paired with Dean's exit, signals Google views speed of execution, not just research depth, as the deciding factor in the AI race now. I mean, just a little tap it out. I'm sure they're feeling a lot of pressure from the other, LLMs, the Chinese LLMs, the open source LLMs, and even Meta is pushing their LLMs too. The next is AMD posts a record of 11.5 billion quarter as data center AI chips revenue more than doubles. Second quarter revenue rose 50% year over year to 11.5 billion. AMD reported August 4th, beating Wall Street estimates with non-GAAP earnings of $1.66 per share. Data center revenue, driven by EPYC processors and Instinct GPUs, more than doubled to 6.7 billion and now makes up 58% of AMD's total sales as company pushes to take AI accelerated share from NVIDIA. CEO Lisa Su said AMD will begin shipping Helios, its first full rack-scale AI system, to customers including Meta, OpenAI, and Oracle this quarter. It expects data center sales to double again in 2027. The results follow AMD's push to sell complete AI systems. We're talking chips, networking, software all together, rather than individual processors, a strategy meant to compete directly with NVIDIA's bundled offerings. Despite the beat, AMD shares fell more than 8% after hours as investors pushed for even stronger AI growth signals than quarter delivered. Wow, like 11.5 billion wasn't enough. So here's the implications. Businesses buying AI infrastructure or cloud capacity should expect more competitive pricing and configuration options once AMD's rack scale systems reach customers this quarter. The stock reaction shows investors are now grading AI chip makers against near-term growth targets, not just year-over-year gains, a sign that AI infrastructure spending expectations are getting harder to clear. I do look forward to more of AI hardware, so hopefully it becomes more affordable to host. But on the other side, as a gamer, it sucks. Just buying new GPUs for gaming, just buying a system, memory has gone up, gaming altogether, the cost of the equipment has gone up. So hopefully that goes down as there's more competition. Shopify AI-driven orders triple as merchants post a fifth straight quarter of 30% plus growth. So gross merchandise volume, revenue, gross profit, and free cash flow all grew more than 30% for a fifth consecutive quarter. Shopify reported August 5th with revenue up 34% to $3.58 billion. Traffic and orders flowing to merchant stores through AI channels tripled year over year. And new buyers arriving via AI search convert at nearly twice the rate of other sales channels, according to President Harley Finkelstein. Shares jumped 18.4% to $145.99 after the report beat expectations on both earnings per share and revenue. So a bit more context, AI-driven orders still represent a small share of Shopify's total volume, but the growth rate is far outpacing the company's other acquisition channels. The results build on Shopify's push to make merchant storefronts more discoverable inside AI shopping and search tools rather than only traditional search engines. So implication here, small business merchants should treat AI search and AI shopping assistance as the new, faster growing discovery channel worth optimizing products listings for, not just an experimental add-on. Shopify's own forward guidance suggests that this AI-driven traffic pattern is holding steady into the next quarter, not a one-time spike. And I totally see this. I mean, even for myself and others, when I'm looking for a product or maybe a product I don't know exactly they exist, like even comparing different pairs of shoes or different pieces of software or hardware, the first places I go to is AI. Not because not just because I'm really into AI, but I just know that it gives me a lot more depth in the information from it, and I'm not littered with ads trying to get around. I can keep asking questions and putting together different scenarios like, oh, what about this? What about that? Then what do you recommend? So AI is really useful when it comes to shopping. The ransom cartel founder Maxim Silenicu gets 16 years for a ransomware-as-a-service operation that hit at least 18 companies. So a federal judge in Alexandria, Virginia, sentenced Silenicu on August 8th after he pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit offenses against U.S., conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and aggravated identity theft. This happened between 2021 and 2023. His ransom cartel, this ransom as a service operation, attacked 18 companies across the US and abroad, from firms in California, New York, Nebraska, according to the Justice Department. And they were using aliases including JP Morgan and Lansky. The sentencing follows a multi-year international extradition effort, reflecting a more aggressive U.S. push to prosecute the operators behind ransomware platforms, not just infrastructure that they use. So the case adds to a string of 2026 ransomware prosecutions as the DOJ increasingly targets individuals who build and sell these platforms to other criminals. So here's the implication to this. The prosecution shows law enforcement can eventually identify and extradite ransomware operators, but the timeline runs in years, far longer than the weeks a breach business needs to recover. So here's what you do. As a small business, you should treat this as a reminder that ransomware as a service lowers the skill bar for attackers. Removing one's platform's creator doesn't remove the tools already sold to other criminals. So always protect your technology, lock things up, question every email that comes in, right? Don't get hacked. Freshworks reaches GAAP profitability ahead of schedule as its AI add-on gains traction. Second quarter revenue reached $237.4 million, up 16% year over year, with GAAP net income of $3.2 million. Freshworks reported August 5th, reaching profitability ahead of its own year-end 2026 target. More than 7,000 Freshworks customers now pay the company's AI add-on, and Copilot attach rates exceed 70% on new deals above 30,000, showing SMB and mid-market buyers are paying extra for AI features rather than treating them as a free extra. Annual recurring revenue from the company's employee experience product line reached $567 million, up 23% year over year. Freshworks sells CRM and help desk software widely used for small and medium-sized businesses, making its AI attach rate data a useful proxy for how smaller companies are actually paying for AI versus just trialing it. So the profitability milestone comes as many SaaS vendors serving SMBs are faced pressure to prove AI features generate revenue and not just usage. The implication to this is small businesses evaluating CRM or help desk vendors should expect AI features to increasingly carry a separate price tag rather than being bundled free, based on where the deal sizes are heading. Freshdesk results give SMB software buyers a benchmark for negotiating. When attach rates on large new deals run this high, AI pricing becoming standard, not optional. So here you go. This is our report for August 6, 2026. And if you want clear and practical updates on tech and business shifts that actually affect operators, founders, and small teams, subscribe and follow along on this channel, the Dave Tech Lead channel. And if you want these updates right into your inbox, subscribe to the Dave Tech Lead newsletter. See you next time.